Thank you also for being here. So while I was living in Boston after college, I remember the day that harder to do than I thought it would be. I called my dad and I told him, one day I decided I wanted to go to med school. Not exactly, I can remember exactly how I came to that, but he was like so excited. He almost like jumped through the phone and I could like feel him like shaking me like as though I just hit a hole in one. He was excitable at times. He was a bit of an enigma, as Bill noted, in that he often wasn't open about his feelings or reasoning, but Dad and I spent a lot of time together. I will get through this. As a child, I always looked up to him. Probably helping.
Laugh it out.
He was intelligent, a very good golfer, decent at basketball, and of course he was my dad. Work took him away from us frequently, as Bill mentioned, and when we were very young, and then I went away to boarding school, as did Bill. He was always there for me though, as lead cheerleader, encouraging me to go forward and accomplish my goals. When I lived out of town, we would talk on the phone. Sorry, at least once or twice a week. If I was in need of advice, I could always depend on him answering the phone at night. He even flew out to Boston my senior year of college for my 21st birthday for the express reason to take me out for my first real drink. Even though he was more than aware that I was drinking. And he didn't surprise me because he liked me. Just kidding, though. Well, he knew that if he didn't tell me, he might not find me because I'd probably be drunk somewhere. When I moved back from medical school, we would eat dinner once a week and play golf at least once a month. We went on golf trips together around Oregon and Europe. We were very close. My father was a pioneer, a real leader among men. After many years of languishing in toil, he made a bold move in the 1990s. He bought a GMC pickup truck. And in one sweeping gesture, he freed a future generations of Franks from never having to purchase a Buick. We're all so grateful to him.
The Grateful Nation thanks you.
In all seriousness, there were many other things that I admired about my father. I always admired that he didn't swear, never spoke ill of anyone, and had a continual thirst for knowledge. He was always reading something that did dovetail into his world-renowned ability to clip volumes of articles and then send them to rather wary family and friends who wondered where all this came from. I should note that we did find a large stash of forever stamps in his stuff. So he had thought forward to buy these stamps, at a lower rate. Again, attesting to his frugality. I am still astonished at how he managed to keep that many people in mind as he was reading, let alone cut it all out, organize it into envelopes with annotations, and then place it all in individual envelopes he hand-addressed and mailed out. This demonstrated to me that he indeed held so many of us close to his heart that he spent all that time. He was my cheerleader. Back to the hard part. My friend and my inspiration to be a lifelong learner and loving friend and family member. We have been and will continue to miss you, Dad.